In this video, we're going to discuss the best movement moving forward, and we're going to discuss the Capricorn new moon of January 13th, 2021, the first new moon of the calendar year. It's promising, yet we're not quite there. All right, so my name is Edward, psychic medium, animal communicator, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest a life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. So first I'm going to say, go to my website, ragosta.community, go to link Medium Tarot TV, see whatever video is current to lead us up to this point. And if you'd like to have a psychic reading session with myself and my guides, go to my website, edwardragosta.community, link readings. There are my current rates, doing telephone readings, and if I can, I will also be doing readings by Skype, and where you can see me in person at Sugarloaf in Sugarloaf, New York. If you're local, at Light Club Curiosity Shop. Whenever my next date is, I'll have it posted there. And there you go. All right, so let's pick up where we left off. So I guess I should say Astrological Associations so far. For the calendar year of 2020, which does run through like mid-April, we have Aries sun signs and zodiac Cancer moon. So you have either you're activated, empowered, and or triggered. Aries being the pioneers, Cancer moon being very sensitive, very sensitive. And then for the current month energy, that is an influence as we start this new moon, we have the planet Jupiter, luck, expansion, growth, soul evolution, name of the game. And we have an energy of negative waiting time, which is why, unfortunately, this moon is not going to feel like we're making that much progress. But we are if we put in the effort. I would say we're definitely laying down the grid, the groundwork for the calendar year ahead. And that is the planet Mars in Gemini. If you have that placement, you're activated, empowered, and are triggered as well for this lunar month. And then that brings us to the current week energy of January 13th through the 20th. And this energy is the moon in Libra. So if you have a Libra moon, you're activated, empowered, and are triggered for this lunar month. This is the energy, though you're going to feel this energy the strongest January 13th through the 20th. This energy is, well, yes, it can be worry. Yes, it can. But it's also a feeling of, I feel we're coming to a crossroads. This with the other energy, yeah, we're at a crossroads. Not coming, we're at it. We're facing it, staring at it. Not unlike Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz when she met the Scarecrow and there was two ways to go. Which way do I go? Yes, very much like that. There is an energy of negotiation here. Okay? Keep that in mind. If we trying to yes, absolutely. Trying to figure out, never mind trying, doing it. Figuring out how we're going to accomplish something that we want to do or have happen for us. That's really the crux of the energy. The lower vibration would be worry, hence fear. We all have it. We just don't want to give into it where it rules us or hangs over us like a cloud, like Eeyore with a cloud over his head. But it's decision time, absolutely. If we are on edge or nervous, then we will be guarded. It's not the best to be guarded. It's understandable after the calendar year of 2020 to be guarded, but that energy is not going to help us moving forward as we make sure that the calendar year of 2021 is better than 2020, right? It's not going to help us if we approach it guarded. Easier said than done, I still have to tell you. Okay, very well. Now, the day's energy. Let's see what's going on for the day. We start off the day with the moon in Capricorn. Of course, the actual new moon is at 12 a.m. I find that fascinating. 12 a.m. Eastern, and that would be 9 p.m. Pacific, Tuesday the 12th. And then just the time to where you're on the globe. The moon goes void of course at 2:22 a.m. Love those numbers. Eastern. And then the moon enters Aquarius at 11:44 a.m. Eastern. And the color of the day is white. White represents purity, but to me also represents hope. And that's what we need right now, hope, as we look forward. And we are continuing the soul's journey, first time for this calendar year, that we began on January 8th. And if you're watching or if you're following me on Instagram, that was the day when I said that we were going to feel like we pushed the reset button. And that was why. So the soul's journey is a 3-week crash course of the soul. We learn, we grow, we see how far we've come, what we need to do, and we can make great strides in the 3 weeks to project us forward. And since it's the beginning of the calendar year, this is going to project us forward, hopefully on a positive note and footing and tone for the calendar year ahead. Now, this energy is Gemini. So all Gemini sun signs are activated, empowered, and or triggered. Gemini is the twins. Gemini is, well, this energy, I should say, is choice, decision. Now, if you've been watching my videos, been discussing probably since like March 2020 or spring 2020, don't know exactly when, that we should have two options. Two choices, two options, two sources of income, which is coming up in the next energy. So think two. That's the twins. Two, right? So it is major decision time. Major decision time. Now, this could have to do with, it's going to have to do with one of two things. It's either going to have to do with money or it's going to have to do with love. Now, we might not want two options with love. Maybe not. But we certainly will want two options with sources of income. Just saying. So, if love is what you're working through at this time, are you in your own way? Do you need to release or let go of someone from your past? The energy of, or I can't do better, or it'll never happen again. You have to nix that. So that's what you would be working through. And since we have part of the solar month energy for Capricorn, that was another in the last date book. For Capricorn 2021, which I think started around December 21st or so, we have the what I call negative waiting time. It's waiting for something to happen. So it is going to feel more like dress rehearsal, but we are to get ready. Because when we get to, which will be in the next video, when we get to Aquarius 2021, we're supposed to be planting seeds and projecting forward for our future, for 2021 and beyond. So if it's love, are we going to stay with this person? Are we going to give them our time, our energy? Are they worth our time, energy, devotion? Or do we need to open up and bring someone else in? And then with work, well, work job is the next energy we're going to discuss. But with finances, how are we doing with our finances? Do we need another job? Do we need a job? So these are actually two things we could place as our suggested new moon intention. All right. Very well. Now, moving on to the new moon psychic insight theme. And this is Capricorn sun signs. I mean, it is a Capricorn new moon after all, right? So all Capricorn sun signs are activated, empowered, and are triggered as well for this lunar month. And they're in focus for the solar month anyway of Capricorn 2021. This is the energy of work, job. So again, now, it's implied money. So remember, if we are afraid of spending our money, we are blocking the energy because money is just an exchange of energy. So we have to ask ourselves, are we holding on out of fear? I mean, it's understandable, but it's going to work against us. That's the problem. It's understandable after coming out of calendar year of 2020. But it's not going to serve us, and it's going to block the flow of money. The last thing that we wanted to do. So the thing is to spend money, but just spend it within our current budget and projecting forward of good things to come instead of holding on to it out of fear. But it is work job, so we have to ask ourselves, how are we doing with that? And like I said, money obviously is implied. But are we, and this is going to come more when we get to Aquarius 2021, which starts January 19th. Do we have a job that is leading towards our desired career? Okay. There's nothing wrong with having a job just for the money, but unless we love it, it's going to wear and tear at us. That's the way it happens. All right. Now, there's also a built-in energy here of people watching us, not in a creepy way, but people are watching us to see how we behave and how we are doing at work. To see if we're worthy of promotion or more money. So just be aware of that. We should always be on our best behavior anyway, but since the energy's here, I'm going to pass it on to you. All right. Now, before we get to my favorite part of the theme healing song, for new moon intention, possible new moon intention based on the universal energy, collective energy, is either love or job, love or work, money being implied. That's the biggies. Those are two of the three biggies in our life. The third one would be where we live. So either or is fine. And of course, you can do whatever you feel is proper for you. The thing is, with our new moon intention, if we can avoid the moon void, of course. So Eastern, that would be, if you're up early, 12 a.m. through 2:21 a.m. Pacific, that would be Tuesday the 12th, 9 p.m. through 11:21 p.m. And then after, when the moon enters Aquarius, For today, Wednesday the 13th. Eastern would be, yep, 11:44 a.m. through 11:59 p.m. And Pacific, that would be 8:44 a.m. through 11:59 p.m. All right, and just the time to where you are on the globe. All right, now, my favorite part. Theme healing song. That's my favorite part. Now, this is the notes. Well, first I was told that this is going to be the Great Leveler. And what I think that meant was it's really going to separate the men from the boys and the girls from the women. Much like a Saturn return does in our chart. I also received quality over quantity, and integrity, and also long game, and that's what we ended up with. The song is called The Long Game. It's by Pat Burgener, probably killing his name. He is an athlete and a musician, and it's a great song, so check it out. Be on my website. Absolutely wonderful. And that's what we have to think. We have to think long game. We have to do everything long, think long term. If we do something just for short term, we could unfortunately make the wrong choice decision for us personally. We have to think long game. Do what's best in the moment. Take little steps, and it's all building towards a better tomorrow, a better future for us beyond 2021. All right. I think that's it. Now, in closing words, I just want to say that there's an upcoming Mercury retrograde. I think it's January 30th. And the world doesn't stop, but specifically if you have Virgo and or Gemini rising ascendant, it affects you directly and affects everyone else indirectly. So we're going to start to feel the slowdown around, well, I'm going to say the 19th, which is when the sun enters Aquarius. So that gives us 6 days to do what we need to do before we start to feel the slowdown. So that means have any important discussions you need to have, at least initiate and start negotiations, communication, any important discussion you need to have. Contracts need to be signed, if at all possible. Because if we get it started before Mercury retrograde, then it's okay for it to happen during or to conclude during the Mercury retrograde period. All right, I think I pretty much said it all. All right, so I'd like to say thank you for joining us. We hope to see you real soon in another video. And even though we didn't hit our full stride or full speed, we can still make momentum and some traction, even if we don't actually get too far at the moment. Don't be discouraged. All right. Take care. See you soon.